only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple. And the Broncos' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oregon's offense comes onto the field first today. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates. They're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sherrill. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So Boise State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior day, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Here's a heat. Looking for a big gain. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the running back. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Slams ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to
breaks into the open. Pass to 30. 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tosses it incomplete. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Back to pass on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Broncos started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Broncos. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide open downfield. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. On a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Spits it out to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Ridley. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Moves away as he feels pressure. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Fires downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And the Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sherrill. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Complete downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Now the toss. There he goes. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Oregon! They take the lead with the 6.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Motion from the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Wagner. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. The give on the option. Makes a man miss. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. South Alabama handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Mobile, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He leaves it with his back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Price. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in, it's Ridley. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The kick is on its way. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Snags it over the middle. They knock him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
How about that turn of events for the defense? Not only do they force the fumble and jump on it, creating a massive momentum shift, but they're already in field goal range where they stand right now to break this tie.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snags a quick pass on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. With the catch, it's Sherrill. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Leaves it with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Balls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Ducks have moved it inside the 20. Rides the back and leaves it. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Caught in the backfield. It's Sherrill. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead here in overtime. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Ridley. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. It's third down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here at OT. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Pressure coming. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. on first down here in the second overtime. They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Off play action. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Third and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And now they regain the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Now on third down, and at the very least, trying to get into a little better field goal position. Dropping back, it's Dampier. He makes a grab. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do,